everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We have a team coming into this game in hope of joining the ranks of the select few teams that have finished the regular season undefeated. Let's see if they can keep that dream alive with a win here in this one. It's the Jets going up against the Vikings.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets, and he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Minnesota Vikings. So the D-line's going to spread out. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They run it again with Cook. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Check 26, check 26.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Kaiser. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Vikings send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So 2nd and 10 here. Back to throw here. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, you know, he'd say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. These say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad, eh.
And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Here we go.
And the play clock's running down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the... Tone can't connect there. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pwnda84. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. Let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Again, it's Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. 3rd and short yardage, Kaiser. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at his own 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing. And for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
First down throw for Kaiser. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down, Cook. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you get ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A good pickup there at 22. On first and 10, Kaiser. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
A second down throw now for Kaiser. Well, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Deshaun Hall in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's third and long. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it first and 10. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. first down. Kaiser going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't. Hold on, and it's second down.
Check 99. Check 99. Blitz, 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 blitz. Blitz, blitz.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Ohio. Ohio. Let's go. Grind 38.
Back to the ground. Cook. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll throw here. Kaiser. And able to find Green. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Toss to Cook. And some space here. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be third down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a first down.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 23 yards on the play. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Detroit! Watching that body!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A second time. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up second down.
Here we go. Leopard!
They'll set up a throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
To throw is Kaiser. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here's Kaiser. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
there. Right? But the 9 picks
9
you
picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, first and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They pitch it out to Cook. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 9-yard line. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll drop to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
He'll drop to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Now back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Here we go.
Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And the ball is knocked out. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Let's go. White 90. White 90. Flex round. Flex round. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
2nd down, Kaiser. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively.
Here we go.
Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Ohio. Let's go. White 90. White 90. Here we go. White 90. Flex round. Here we go. Flex round. 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Yo. Hey, switch gears. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jordan Evans, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Vikings send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And if they're going to take it in for another touchdown like they did on their last drive, they're going to have to do it the hard way, starting at the 1.
And boy, is that a difficult position. Obviously, where they are on the field, they have to be careful with the football. But at the same time, they can't be so careful that they can't run their offense as well. Everyone's got to lock in this situation. No mistakes.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 99 yards. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. Meanwhile, over in Lambeau, an update. And the Packers adding to their totals there and their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes, And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go. What? Nothing. What? Nothing. Ohio. Ohio, let's go. What? Nothing.
Kaiser now. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And an alley to run. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Ohio. Ohio. Here we go. What? Nothing. What? Nothing. Ohio. Ohio. Let's go. Grand 38.
Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends
Flex
right.
round. Let's go. Flex round.
3 down. 3 down.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here we go. Ohio. Ohio.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Brandon, that's a tough guy right there. He knew that was going to happen. In other words, he had to absorb that hit. How about him securing the football, churning the legs a little bit, and gaining what he needed for a 1st down?
Well, that's the deal. On 3rd down, these guys, they know where the sticks are. He obviously knew right there.
And if you want to be a dependable 3rd down receiver, you've got to be willing to absorb those types of hits and make those sort of plays.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his 1st step. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. Flex round.
From the red zone now, Kaiser. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Here we go. Grand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
On 2nd down, Kaiser again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down near the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
All right, here we go.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, here we go. Green.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio.
Following the interception, Kaiser. Anthony Barr in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. That's complete to Cobb. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. And the Cowboys have taken the lead in a very offensive-minded game. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Come on, let's go. 1, 9, flex round, flex round. Ohio, Ohio.
From the gun, Kaiser. That's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
One final shot for Kaiser. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Jets, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5.